who spends all of his time around women and kids
that
aren't even his.
Cucked.
And he's become beta-tized. He's become
cucked in every sense of the word. He's raising another man's children, and he's also letting his wife bang other dudes.
This is the only thing that I can really think of. It's like, unless there's an alien that has come taking over this man's body, man, it's just a shame at this point. Like, it really is sad how far, he's fallen. I mean, look, he was kind of always like this, right? Like, this is his third marriage. I think he stepped out, or he had an open marriage even with his second marriage. So it's like, he's gotten a lot right. Don't get me wrong. But this kind of stuff, taking this sort of stance, I mean, you guys have to decide for yourselves. Can you separate, the art from the artist? I think with anything else, it's like, I'm not telling you guys not to read his book. I'm saying, though, take the things that actually work, take the things that matter, and then discard the rest, because this is not a guy that I would ever hire to be a life coach or to tell me about what masculinity is.
Deborah thinks he's got ED and he can't do anything.
Yeah, probably.
Could be.
Probably.
When I figure out.
How old do you think he is, man? He's got to be like 70s.
Gotta be.
How to
late
avoid
60s, early 70s.
Drama and problems with women, I'll tell you. I've not figured that one out yet. So even if you weren't doing man whore, and if you were just talking to women, you might still experience drama and problematic situations. Okay, you're in a great place. I'm really support you and encourage you. It's funny how these two questions came back to back. We're talking about men saying, well, women should not have had a conscious.
His age is not found anywhere on the internet.
Just man whore, woman whore phase, but it's okay for us, right? We're going to go do it as long as she hasn't had it. So when I went through what I now call my conscious man whore phase, it was a really powerful learning experience. And I struggled with every single one of those questions you've asked me. And so I'm just going to tell you up front, I'm going to tell you some things I learned, but I'm just tell you up front, that's the purpose of the man whore phase, is to let all of these questions come bubbling up, and then you lean into them, you face them. Because, one thing about us nice guys, and this still relates to the question I just answered about body count, is that we nice guys tend to have a lot of sexual shame. We're often monogamous to our mothers. We tend to have vagophobia that we avoid.
Did you hear what he said? Monogamous to our mothers?
Avoid putting our penises in vaginas, or if we do, we tend to lose our erection and get out quickly, or we ejaculate and get out quickly, because
speak for yourself, buddy.
It scares us. And again, I think part of this maybe is just epigenetic. It's part of our masculine heritage that vaginas scare us. I mean, Freud talked about that. He said vaginas had teeth. That was metaphoric, I think. And so we're afraid to put our penis in them. And once we're in there, we're going, holy shit, how do I get out now? Kind of like George Costanza, how do I get this amazing woman? And once he has her, how do I get rid of her? How do I move on? So that's kind of a guy thing, right? We have a lot of fears that come in. So we make up a lot of stuff to protect us from our fears. Like we make up, again, women don't like sex, or if women have had a lot of sex with the guy, she's not, she's not a good partner, or I have to please the woman, or women only want monogamous sex. And maybe some of those things are actually true, right? But they become strong self-limiting beliefs that actually give us really handy ways out to avoid instigating interactions that might lead to us getting naked and maybe putting our penis in a vagina or multiple vaginas.
You can tell he's talking to a very elementary audience.
The way he talks is so gay. Like, take your penis and put it in a vagina. Like, dude, what is this 5th grade like sex ed, dude? Like, my God.
I don't know, man. It looks like a private Zoom that he's published on the channel, because it says down at the bottom over here, Robert G. Porta Vallarta, bottom left, and like a time ticker. It looks like it's like a Zoom call or something. So I'd imagine he's probably talking to his community of PET guys, performative, exemplary transsexuals, or I don't know.
Heavy petters. Heavy petters.
Whatever it was. But yeah, maybe that's why he's like speaking.
Petting Zoom.
A man whore phase. So if we kind of get caught up in these beliefs, we'll get into our head about shit and never get around to putting our penis in the vagina, or never walk through the open doors, or stay in a state of anxiety. I did. Early in my man whore phase, I was anxious all the friggin' time. I couldn't get and keep erections. I had these same worries. Well, should I tell her I'm not looking for a long-term relationship? I just got out of 2 marriages, blah, blah, blah. And what I found is just the more stuff that just was in my head was the more stuff I had to go test. And what I found is, yes, some women only want to be sexual with somebody who is making an investment in her, right? Who they're wanting to, and that's okay. I mean, I got to the point where I was the same way as well. I only wanted to have sex with somebody that I wanted to see where this could go, and see if it had long-term potential. So once I went through man whore phase, I got to that place. Now, what I discovered is that a lot of women enjoy sex and enjoy multiple partners and just enjoy the experience. And they're not going, well, unless you commit to me, unless I'm the only one you're seeing, I won't have sex. Now, a few women told me that. They said, well, I won't have sex unless I'm in a committed relationship. And I always told the women, why would I commit to a relationship with somebody I've never had sex with? I mean, there's no logic in
That's
that.
fair.
And I would tell the women, when we have sex later on, I'm going to assume you changed your mind. Don't think I changed mine. And they always had sex with me later on, because women don't bring up sex, even in the context of they'll only do it in a monogamous relationship if they're not thinking about having sex with you.
All true.
Right? So I had to go face a lot of my fears and anxieties. And they came up in terms of, well, women, think men are bad who want sex. Women think men who want to have sex with them are bad, or men who have sex with multiple women are bad, blah, 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 blah. And all of that was just my own protection around getting close to women, getting naked with women, getting erections and putting my penis in them. That scared me. Even struggling to get and keep erections was just still part of my anxiety. And once I put my penis in this vagina, they own me. There's no escape. I'm not getting away. They're going to put demand on me. They're going to fall in love with me.
So I just did a quick search to see if he's got any kids. He's been married 3 times. He doesn't have any children of his own, according to the search result. So he's a professional single mommy cuckold, basically.
Saber. Well, his problem is look, this line of things that he's talking about is actually not wrong.
Paternity.
Well, that's probably the point. He doesn't understand it. He's 70 years old. Somebody put in the chat that he did an interview in July 2023 that said he was 68. So flash forward 2 years, he's 70. So yeah, I mean, that ship, I guess for him, has set sail, or maybe he never wanted to, or I don't know. Maybe he talked about it, or maybe he has talked about it or hasn't talked about having kids or not having kids. I don't know. But most of what he's saying here is pretty much on the nose. With the problem that he's having is that he's rolling this idea of the visceral, natural, biological reaction of disgust that men have towards promiscuity as just another insecurity.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.